Speaking of feedback, we are in the 2020s, 2025, and it's the age of AI. Now, how does one use? I've seen a lot of people using ChatGPT, for example, to as a way to get feedback. How does one use ChatGPT to get feedback?
So I think AI is great. I think there's more good there than harm. Obviously, AI is kind of a language model, so it actually produces language really well. I think it produces good examples. So it can be a really good tool for learners because it produces good examples of language. It's not always accurate, is my
Yes.
experience. So accuracy is a different question, but as far as language and how language is structured, it actually does a really good job. Another way that it can be used is, and this is being done right now and fairly successfully, it's evaluating the quality of writing. So we have automated writing evaluation tools. AI can function in that way. So it evaluates the writing. Is this good writing? Is it bad writing? Research that I've been just involved in and still involved in, though, with the dynamic written corrective feedback, part of what we do there is we mark the errors on their writing. What I found, though, is that the AI does not do a very good job of marking the errors accurately.
Huh?
So a teacher, and this is so far, right? So this is with the current AI tools that we have. Teachers mark the errors better than the AI so far. That probably will change because I'm hoping it will change because that will free up teachers to focus on other aspects of writing and not have to worry about marking errors. But for now, so the AI holistically can evaluate writing really well. It can produce good models of writing. But as far as identifying kind of error types that the students might make that they need to fix, it doesn't do a very good job with that. It gets them wrong. It misses them, especially at the lower proficiency levels where teachers still understand kind of what the students are saying. I think the comprehension, I'll put that in quotes, of the AI kind of breaks down. So I was hoping it would, because it's based on language.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would do this task really well, identify the mistakes so that the students could then correct their mistakes and keep practicing with that. But it didn't do very well. And maybe it will in the future, but for right now, ChatGPT and several others are not doing as well as I'd like.
In if you were a student, right, and you were learning any language or English, how would they take advantage of AI or ChatGPT to be a better learner?
Yeah, I think having AI produce model text is a great thing to do. So, write something about this topic, and then the learner sees it, and you can see how it's structured. You can see how the sentences are structured and how it's organized. That's a really good thing. Now, of course, for me, the construct of writing, for example, is there's some different aspects to it. One is, writing a paper where you have multiple drafts and there's quite a process involved and you might get a lot of feedback. The other one is timed writing. So you sit down and you have 10 minutes or you have 30 minutes or you have an hour and you don't have any resources. So I think both of those are really important in writing development. But I think you can learn from the AI in terms of how writing is structured and because it does, I think, a very good job. But then you need to have context where you can't use the AI. You have to write yourself. Yeah. You're not leaning on that. And it's timed writing, which is, a real world thing. In a job or in academics, we might have contexts where we have to write something quickly. Maybe we're in a testing center, we're taking a test, or maybe at work we have to send an email right away. And we may not have the luxury of having all these tools. So I certainly want to develop their own skills and not have them like AI to write things for them. But I think it's great when they're learning to see the patterns, the structures that AI uses, because it does a pretty good job of writing accurately, using nice sentence patterns. So it can be a teaching tool, but then we need to learn and then write without the resource.